Alright, so here it is as promised, my little movie to explain um, a point that I pulled out of a movie called Flatten the Curve. A notorious retard named Kyle Luxton keeps saying, "Oh, it's old news." He says just like his hero Craig McNeil, aka FTFE. Whatever Craig says, Kyle Luxton's gonna follow. He has no brain of his own. Okay? First of all, he hasn't seen the movie. He hasn't. He has no clue what's going on in that. He can't name any pilot. He can't name any point. All he's gonna say about that movie, it's been debunked. It's old news. It's been debunked. That's all he says. So I said, okay, let's take point by point. Let's go point by point, me and you together. So I wanted to go point by point, but it's been over 48 hours that I pulled out one single point, and they, because it's Cal and Craig, did not understand yet. Well, I'm pretty sure Craig understood, but he pretends to be a retard. Like, that's what I said to him in private. I said, can you believe that? Oh, Kyle is retarded. And well, I said, you guys are retarded, but I don't believe Craig is that retarded. It's an act. But Kyle is really that retarded. First of all, like I said, he hasn't seen the movie. If Craig told him the movie's been debunked, he's gonna believe that the movie's been debunked. And until he's dead, okay? So I pulled out the point, okay? And the guy, his name is Brett Freeman. I think it's a pilot, a retired pilot. And he explained something that we're gonna listen to it together. We're gonna listen to it like TikTok style, you know, when they split the screen and they say, listen. I think they look stupid when they do that, but I'm gonna do that just, you know, for the cause. Okay? So, but before, I wanna expose something like Craig McNeil is a shill. It's his job to prevent you from watching this video, and it's just that easy. He just has to repeat, it's been debunked, and you're not gonna watch it. Kyle, you haven't seen the video, and you're not gonna watch it. Okay? I pulled out a clip, okay, of 1 minute. I have no choice. I'm limited to post a 1 minute clip. It's the limit. So, but at the end of the minute, the guy didn't stop talking. Like, the point is not done yet. Okay? He keeps talking, so you have to watch the whole video. Okay? But okay, first of all, I'm gonna explain you all the conversation went. Okay? Cal kept repeating, it's been debunked, you're 3 years late. So I said, okay, we'll go through it point by point. So I paused the clip. First of all, he said, oh, it's a link to your video. No, when there's a little pair of scissors, Cal, it's because it's a clip. You told me you wanted to go point by point. We're going to go point by point together. And then he disappeared. It was just, before it was just replying right away, paragraph after paragraph after paragraph after paragraph. But when he realized that I cut out a clip and I wanted him to debunk it, then he disappeared mysteriously. After that, when he came back, he said, oh, I was busy. Like, coincidentally, just when I post the clip, he disappears. But when he reappeared, is after Craig, because Craig came in the clip, okay? But you're gonna see, we're gonna listen to the clip together, okay? First of all, I'm just gonna finish what I was saying, is that Craig came back and he said, because the guy, the pilot, Brett Freeman, he says level, and he says the word level. So Craig, right away, he didn't even listen the rest of the minute, and he sure didn't listen past the 1 minute, which was the rest of the point, and he said, level means curve. Debunked. Next. That's exactly what he said. But that's completely irrelevant. Why do you say that? And then Kyle came and he posted a screenshot. Look, level means curve. I was busy. But now his hero Craig said level means curve. So he come back with the Kyle comes back with the screenshot. Level means curve. It's debunked. But if Craig was irrelevant when he said that, you're as irrelevant as Craig. Why don't you try to understand the point? Then they started insulting me paragraph after paragraph. They were talking together how I was dumb. Kyle said that this kid was smarter than me, even though he's 8. He or she, I don't remember if it was a girl or a guy, whatever. Okay. But then I realized that, hey, they didn't listen to the whole minute. They didn't pass the 1 minute limit. So I told them, and Craig said, yeah, well, that's the point you brought. Yeah, I brought this point. Yeah, but was he finished talking after the minute? No. So why? What did you understand from it? If he's not done talking, the point is not done. So what did you understand to reply something as irrelevant as level means curve? Okay, even though level means curve, what does it have to do with what Brett Freeman says? Okay, let's listen to it together. We're gonna listen the first minute. Okay, and I'm gonna let it cut, okay, and come back, and after I'm gonna press the option watch the whole video, okay, and you're gonna see me act like listen to it. Okay, I'm gonna put the subtitle. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it on screen, but whatever, they're gonna be there. How? Okay. So it starts like, okay, I'm gonna pull up.
This was calculated for.
Okay.
Again, as far as ADIs, in every aircraft, it references the level horizon or references sea level always. There's no way that you can convince somebody of sound mind that if you take off from New York and immediately flip upside down, now your housing or your ADI is referencing upside down to you because you're upside down. It's right side up. It cannot deviate off level. It doesn't matter how much fuel you got in your tanks. It doesn't matter if you're a helicopter or an aerostat or a fighter jet. That gauge will always reference level. It has to, because otherwise it would be a poor reference. And if you could manipulate it, why would you even have it in the airplane or your aircraft? But if you go take off 2 miles away and do a barrel roll, you're now flying upside down. At what point does that gauge show you back right side up? A half a hemisphere away? Is that what we're led to believe? Is that what we're supposed to believe? At what point does it right itself if you never flipped back over and continue flying level? You see what I'm saying? It's ridiculous. It's ludicrous to think that thing compensates for curvature in straight and level flight.
Well,
the big one.
Actually, it kept playing, okay? It kept playing, but if you play the clip, okay, I suggest you go see the movie, okay? And this is at the 30 second, the clip we just watched, it's around the 30, it's before 32. It starts at 31:40 minutes in, okay? Brett Freeman. But You understand? You just heard that his point. He makes his point at the end. At what point it puts you upside, not upside down, but the opposite, right back up. Okay. At what point, when you pass an imaginary line, that makes no sense. And then they reply, level means curve. What does it have to do with anything that you just heard? Well, they didn't hear it. They just hear, okay, let's listen to it again, okay? And I'm going to press pause.
ADIs in every aircraft. It references.
Would assume, and I had assumed that this was calculated for.
Okay, right there.
Again, as far as ADIs in every aircraft, it references the level horizon or references sea level always.
Okay, then they just heard level. Level means curve, and they didn't listen any further. They did not. That's why they came up with an irrelevant answer such as level means curve. And when I said, it's irrelevant, they put me the screenshot. It's true, level means curve, it's true. Whatever, if it's true or not, that's not the question. Listen to what he said. Then they start saying, well, explain it to us in your own word, big boy. And I kept telling them, how in hell would I explain it better than the actual pilot himself? I mean, you know the Arabic phone, when you tell something and you tell something to the next. Well, as the message go to the next, at the end it's all screwed up. So I'm probably gonna screw up a little bit. You can't have better than the original by an experimented pilot. Okay, let's listen to it. Let's listen to it again. Okay, the whole thing. Okay.
Always. There's no way.
Just a second. I'm gonna
convince somebody of sound mind that if you take off from New York and immediately flip upside down, now your housing or your ADI.
Okay, just a second. I'm gonna rewind it. Right at Brett Freeman with the subtitle. Okay.
Again, as far as ADIs.
ADI.
In every aircraft, it references the level horizon or references sea level always. There's no way that you can convince somebody of sound mind that if you take off from New York and immediately flip upside down, now your housing or your ADI is referencing upside down to you because you're upside down. It's right side up. It cannot deviate off level. It doesn't matter how much fuel you got in your tanks. It doesn't matter if you're a helicopter or an aerostat or a fighter jet. That gauge will always reference level. It has to. Because otherwise it would be a poor reference. And if you could manipulate it, why would you even have it in the airplane or your aircraft? But if you go take off 2 miles away and do a barrel roll, you're now flying upside down. At what point does that gauge show you back right side up? A half a hemisphere away? Is that what we're led to believe? Is that what we're supposed to believe? At what point does it right itself? If you never flipped back over and continue flying level. You see what I'm saying? It's ridiculous. It's ludicrous to think that thing compensates for curvature in straight and level flight.
All right. So that's the thing. People, okay, in general, the Globers, don't listen. They don't. They say, I've seen that video, but they didn't. And people like Craig are there to prevent them to look at it. If Craig say, it's all bullshit, they laugh at you, they troll you, they pretend to, they say that the earth is flat, but when you go away, they laugh at you. But have you listened to it? Kyle Luxton, you did not see that video. You did not see that video. Okay? if you had seen that video, you would understand that the Earth is not a globe. And I'm gonna end it there, but I'm just gonna say something about that famous statement, level means curve, which is ridiculous, by the way. But even though level means curve, when you're level, when you fly straight, okay, I'm not gonna say the word because it triggers something in your brain, okay. When you fly straight, the curve still exists, even though if you say, oh, the water is level to the curvature of the Earth, the curvature would still be there, okay. And the plane, if it flies straight, it would gain altitude. You understand? Because the Earth curves, so the plane gain altitude. That's logic. And the gravity doesn't pull your plane to adjust the altitude, or else it would pull it right to the Earth. Why would it? The gravity gonna say, oh no, he's at 20,000 feet. Let's leave it at 20,000 feet. Let's not just attract it to the ground. That makes no sense. Okay, Kyle Luxton, just press, okay, click play on Flatten the Curve. It's an excellent video just for the visual. It's very nice, whether you think the Earth is flat, round, or cube. For the visual, it's nice. And there are like, I don't know, 15 professional, not all pilots, but navigator. Actually, it says Brett Freeman. I just saw it. It says nautical engineer. No, aeronautic engineer. So I don't know. I don't know if he's a pilot. After all, it says aeronautic engineer, but he sure seemed to know what he's talking about. And the next one, you know, they are pilot in it. The next one is Joshua Silva, I believe.
One that is oftentimes quoted is compensation for Coriolis effect while flying. This is something I didn't talk to my students
Joshua
about,
Silva,
and it's always assumed to be correct. We just assume.
So that's gonna be it for now, and I'm gonna come up with another point for you to debunk. Okay, I'm gonna call it 1-0 for me for that, because even though you claim you debunked it, you didn't even understand the fucking point. How you want to debunk it if you don't understand the fucking thing? All right, have a nice day, big boy.